What's up guys, Shawnee Dogs here, and in this video I'm going to be talking all about this brand new submachine gun in COD World War II, the M1928, also known as the Tommy gun. There was a new update in COD World War II today. They upped the level cap, which gave us access to new content, including new basic trainings, new weapons, new score streaks like the flamethrower, which you guys all saw at E3. So for around the first 3 minutes of this video, it's going to be this ADD style of gameplay, just constant action where I show you all the gunfights I got into, so you know how this gun performs. At first glance, you would think that this gun is amazing. The time to kill is super quick. However, you will soon realize that once you start using this thing, the recoil is kind of ridiculous. If you look at the weapon stats for the PPSH, the WAF, and the M1928, they all have the same accuracy of 6, and from those 3, the slowest firing one is the PPSH, the WAF is the fastest firing, and this M1928 is right in between. And that's exactly where I would rank this thing. It's sort of like one of those in-between guns, which for me doesn't really cut it. If I want to melt at super close range, I'm playing a small map, I'll use the WAF because that thing is going to melt the quickest. Although it does fall off at those distances, you don't really need the distance. What you really use it for is that melting ability at close range. Then you take the PPSH, for example. That's sort of your more versatile submachine gun. That weapon's sweet spot is not necessarily those super close ranges, but anything within around 25 feet, you're going to absolutely destroy the enemy. It still does have a competitive fire rate at those close ranges. It's just not going to outgun the WAF. Then you get to this M1928, and it doesn't have any of these benefits. You can't really gun people down at long range, and it's not the fastest melting gun at close range. So for me personally, it's just sort of a worse version of the PPSH. Sure, it does fire a little bit faster, so it has the potential to kill faster, but because that recoil, or at least the visual kick on this thing, is so high up there, it's really hard to hit anything. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm the absolute best COD player in the world, but I'm pretty high up there. My aim is really good, and I still felt sort of uncomfortable using this weapon. In all of these gameplays, I'm using both quick draw and grip. I am minimizing the weapon's recoil. I even have a suppressor in this one, and at times it is still very tough to manage. Although the kills can be very rewarding, I think the safe bet is to use the PPSH. It is a lot more consistent because it fires a bit slower, making that weapon's recoil so much easier to manage than this one. I don't think that trade-off of being able to kill slightly faster is worth having difficulties controlling the actual weapon itself. I would say that the one saving grace for this weapon is the suppressor. If you choose to rock the airborne division, you'll be able to attach a suppressor to all of your submachine guns, including this one. And I know a lot of people tell me down in comments that when you put a silencer, it does not make the accuracy of a gun better. But when I say that it does, I mean at least visually, and when I'm shooting the gun, it is much easier to control with that suppressor. I think the same thing goes for this M1928. You saw that when I had the suppressor on there, it was a little bit more stable and I was able to pick people off more consistently. Am I telling you that this is a bad gun and you shouldn't use it? No, I think the gun is really good. It's just, if I want to use a close range weapon, I'm going to use a WAF. If I want something for more of that medium range, I will use the PPSH. Because this thing is sort of a hybrid, it's kind of useless in my opinion. It gets outclassed in multiple different situations by multiple and different guns. So I hope that you found this video helpful. Remember to take everything that I say with a grain of salt. It just doesn't suit my playstyle. You can use the gun if you want. It is excellent within that 15 to 20 foot range. I just don't like how it's not accurate at all, but yet there's still a gun out there that can melt faster at those close ranges. But if you do plan on using this thing, I would definitely make sure you're in the airborne division so you have that silencer, and I would absolutely have grip on there as well. I haven't unlocked all of the attachments. I would assume if you put rapid fire on there, it's just going to be even tougher to control, but it might handle that situation where you run into a player using the WAF. With that rapid fire, you might be able to outgun him at those close ranges, but then again, if this WAF player is using rapid fire, then you're back at square one. So for now, I don't really think I will be using the gun all that much. All of this could change. The game is still in the beta. We're not even close to the release date. We still got 2 months left for them to make a whole bunch of changes. I'm sure they're going to change some weapon statistics as well. So we'll just have to wait and see. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you found it helpful, please be sure to drop a like. Comment down below with any thoughts or questions you may have. And as always, subscribe to the channel if you guys are brand new for some more great videos and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.